me guys, today I'm going to be doing another chain video response. It's the same one from starting off with Twisted Witch. But this time, because I've already done the incense response, I'm going to be doing a different vlogger and I'm going to answer a different vlogger's question. So this is for Cara, or Cutie Witch 77. She's an American vlogger who is quite popular on YouTube. She does loads of stuff. She does pagan perspective. She obviously does her own home videos as well, and she does all sorts of stuff. And obviously she shouted me out on one of my questions that I asked her for one of her videos. I am so excited. I was like, I saw it and I was like, I went squee! I was like, I proper had a fangirl moment. Sorry, just ignore me. I'm totally ridiculous. I'm an epic fail. Anyway, so her question was, what is your best skill? And what is a skill you seriously need to work on? This doesn't have to be related to paganism or Wicca or witchcraft if you feel it isn't related to the question, which I think is quite nice. It's sort of a question that can relate to anyone. So yeah, I think I'm going to start. I think I'm going to do this as a non-pagan answer. I would say that my best skill is my writing. My skill I need to seriously improve on is my filmmaking. The reason I think my best skill is writing because I've been writing since the tender age of 8, from short stories all the way up to the age of 17, where I wrote the Chronicles of I finished writing the Chronicles of Cara in its present form on DeviantArt. If you want to have a look at that, go on DeviantArt. I'll put a link at the bottom for my profile, which is Silverwood Princess. I would love to be able to change it, but I can't afford a premium membership. Sad face. Yeah, because obviously I wrote Chronicles of Cara to at first sort of relieve me from the stresses of the real world, which is why even in my real version, my modern day final version of the book, you still get a lot of characters that are either similar or eerily the same as friends and people in my life. Like my best friend Carl, one of my ex-boyfriends. I think 2 of my ex-boyfriends are in the book somewhere, in various places. The only person who's actually not in there is Josh, simply because I hadn't met him yet. Or I met him towards the end of writing the book, so by then didn't have any page time for a character similar to Josh to go in there. Which is lucky, really, because I think it would have been really difficult to write Josh in because he's such a big character. Which I think is a compliment. So, Josh, I know you watch these. Don't take it as a rude thing. I know I insult you on a regular basis for sheer fun, but that wasn't an insult. It's a compliment. You're just too complicated for a writer. Oh, I'm such a wicked human being. And obviously because I've entered various competitions, either one or, well, I wasn't shortlisted for one, I won another, so, you know, I'm thinking of entering some more proper competitions at some point. And also because I did NaNoWriMo last year. Unfortunately, I didn't complete the challenge because the novel I was writing was simply that bad. It was that bad that I just couldn't physically pick up him. Because the story was just going nowhere. Nowhere at all, and I didn't know where it was going, and it just, no. So I just gave up, and I sort of said, look, I know I'm not going to win this year. I got to 17k and gave up. As always, next November. So yeah, happy days. So what's a skill I most need to heal on? Obviously I've just mentioned filmmaking. The reason I've mentioned this is because I am a film and TV student who's not very good at filmmaking. I'm awful. Ask any of my classmates and they will say that I've not really either had the chance or really taken to filmmaking. Mainly because I don't own my own equipment. I film these vlogs on my webcam on the MacBook that college provided for me. I never had the expertise. I entered my course with no knowledge of filmmaking at all, apart from what I'd seen on behind the scenes videos on DVDs for films. And yeah, the only thing I could bring to the table was the fact that I was a writer and the fact that I used to act. I still do, sort of, on an amateur basis. But I used to have dreams of being a West End star and being able to sing on stage, and like Idina Menzel in Wicked. And my dream role was Elphaba from Wicked. I've been in a production of Wicked, but I played Dr. Dillerman, so anyway, that's another rant for another day. But yeah, although I've been in excellent teams for filmmaking, I've not really had much of experience in actual filmmaking, because I was in groups that basically ran themselves and didn't really need my input as much, which is why for my final major project I will be working on my own, which is quite scary considering I've never actually made a film properly. Well, I've been in film sets, I know how filmmaking works, I've just never actually made a film. Which is why I think it's vital that I make this film myself. I will be doing everything from writing the screenplay to directing, producing, finding actors, finding costumes, finding props, setting up the budget, which means that everything will come out of my own pocket. So yeah, really nervous, and I'm really hoping for the best. And I still don't have a bloody clue what I'm going to do. I was going to do a film about witches, but everyone's sort of like, oh, won't you offend anyone by doing that? I don't know, it depends on how I portray the witch, or the Wiccan, or the pagan, really. So yeah. Those are my answers to Cara's question. It's again a real honour to answer this because she's such an amazing YouTuber. There's my poster falling down. So what's my question going to be? Question. Oh yeah. If you had to be a crystal, what crystal would you be and why? So yeah, that's my question. I hope I get an interesting answer. Thanks for watching, and blessed be.